I wrote about oxidative priority, and that's I've done a lot of speeches about it around the world because a lot of people start the keto diet because, let's be honest, 99% of the people, they want to lose weight. That's why they try the keto diet. That's why they try any diet. Keto is great for so many things. I have patients with cancer. I have kids with epilepsy. It's great for those things. Their protocol is different. But this whole oxidative priority is to teach people how you use macronutrients in order to lose weight efficiently. And so I dive down into the different macronutrients, and I start with alcohol, because alcohol is the first thing. If you drink a glass of wine with a steak, a baked potato, and some butter on the baked potato, I want you to know how you're going to use those different fuels in the processes that you eat them. The first thing it's going to burn is the red wine, because alcohol is completely toxic and there's no storage site. It's not, I mean, I don't care what article you read that it's a heart healthy, red wine, polyphenols. That's just a bunch of crap because people want to drink it. It's not healthy. That's the first thing you burn, and it's going to hold on to everything else. To prove this point, when I work with alcoholics and they get their A1C tested, their A1C usually looks fantastic, even if they just eat a bunch of sugar all day long with their alcohol. It's because they're prioritizing burning the alcohol. They're not prioritizing burning the carbohydrates. So that's what it burns first. The next thing is exogenous ketones. And the reason why I put that on there is because they're a waste of money. The only reason I would ever recommend them is if you're some sort of athlete that wants to win a 100-mile race. It could give you an edge, but then again, it's cheating. Or someone with epilepsy and wants to control it better. I wouldn't do it for cancer, even though that's why they research a lot, because I don't think we know enough about having too high of ketones and high glucose. Cancer is very smart. It could start burning ketones. So if you have a lot of ketones present, maybe it's going to start living off of ketones, because we know that it likes to live off of excess sugar and carbohydrates. But I don't think we know enough. So I just wanted people to know, don't waste your money on that. Waste your money on good quality food, right? So skip the alcohol, skip the exogenous ketones, and then you're going to burn carbohydrates next. And carbohydrates, whether it be in a cracker, a baked potato, a sweet potato, that's what it's going to burn next. And there's no essential carbohydrates. So essentially, you could put those aside. However, there are essential amino acids, and that's next. That's protein. You need protein for hair. And that's what makes me sad, is a lot of women will start the keto diet and they'll live off of fat bombs and bulletproof coffee, and they'll start losing their hair. Well, your hair follicles need amino acids, and that comes from animal protein. Carbohydrates, they have a thermic effect of food of about 3%. It's not very much. So when you eat 100 grams or 100 calories of carbohydrates, you net about 97. When you eat protein, that has up to a 35% thermic effect of food. So when you eat 100 calories of protein, your metabolism works to burn that off. So you're really only netting about 65, 75. It depends on what kind of protein it is. And that's going to primarily build muscle, build hair. Like, protein is essential. You have to hit your protein goal. And then fat is a lever. Fat is the last macronutrients I talk about, because if you want to lose weight, let's turn the fat dial down so you can use body fat to make ketones. However, if you're just eating a bunch of butter in your coffee, which a lot of people are, you're going to use that butter for your ketones rather than your body fat. And fat, the thermic effect of food is very low. So when you eat 100 calories, you basically net that much anyway. And then you get into burning your body fat for fuel. And when I bring up calories, I'm not saying that it's calories in, calories out. I do not believe that. But to say that calories don't matter is ignorance. It's more complicated than calories in, calories out, but it doesn't mean that you could eat 5,000 calories of fat and not gain weight just because you're in ketosis. But this is why I bang my head against the wall with the popularity of keto, because there's people out there that are very influential that will tell you that calories don't matter. Eat the stick of butter on your steak. To me, I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm totally on the same lines as you. I think calories in, calories out is something that's gone by the wayside. We don't need to worry about that anymore. But calories do matter when it comes down to your macros, and you have to match them up with your macros. They have to run alongside each other quite happily. And as you described then, you can see that it takes a long time for your body to be able to work to get to those fat stores that you've got. So if you're constantly topping your body up with fat, then you can see you're not going to get to your fat stores. So if your main goal is to lose weight through a keto diet, then you need to make sure that you're taking those oxidative priorities so that you can get to your fat stores to be able to burn them.